Hi guys, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are here with our female human noble Eurydice Coastland, and we are going to head to Lake Calenhead to pick up some of the side quests there, and then head to the Mage Tower to get started on that. So let's get going. So I'm going to start with taking Alistair.
Yes.
Sten.
Yes.
Because his personal quest moves farther along at Lake Calenhead, so we want him with us. And I'm going to take Sir Gilmore since it's a new location, and sometimes he'll have things to say when you first enter a new location, so we'll see if that happens. Lake Calenhead. Ooh. Random encounter.
Might be a nice help.
Oh, lovely. Okay, there's like a million traps in here, and I mean a million. So, kind of want to try and stay back here until we feel it. See what I mean? No.
Won't fit me.
Okay, nobody move. There's like a million traps.
Going.
Alright. So far, I think just one was triggered, so. Which is good.
And I'm off. Huh. And I'm off.
I was wondering, Alistair, how is it that you decided to become a Templar?
The Chantry raised me, and becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago.
And you lived cloistered most of your life, I see, as a jailer to mages.
The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
I have to agree, you are a good warrior. It would have been such a waste. Not that you don't need some training, but you definitely have potential, my friend.
All right, fair enough.
that was cute.
Trap. So simple to see, really. Going.
There's another one over there. Okay, I think we got them all. Yes.
My lady, I
here
was
we go.
wondering, after the conversations we had about what happened back in the castle, how are you feeling?
Just fabulous. No, not really. I blame myself. I should have been there.
You didn't have a choice. Your parents did what any parent would do to protect their child. You shouldn't blame yourself for something you had no control over.
But I left my family to die.
No. As I said before, you did not have that choice. Never blame yourself about this. We cannot change what happened. I, for one, am very happy that you made it out alive.
Thanks, but I'm not ready to make my peace with this just yet. Probably not till Allhow's head is on a pike.
I hope that one day you do. In the meantime, if you feel this weighing on you, you know where to find me.
Okay, let's grab this death root. The little scavenger guy's over there. There's another death root over here.
Yes.
Okay, got that. And let's talk to him. Now, he knows the next step in Sten's sword
Back off!
quest.
I was here first.
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
No, but my very large, angry friend here is.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it. I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
And where is he now?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ah.
Okay. So, next spot. Grab this death root here. Okay. So...
Do you ever wonder why the mages built their tower out in the middle of Lake Calenhad? They have an aversion to practicality or something?
Maybe. So there is a specific codex that your dog can find here, but only here, so you always want to make sure you bring him here at least once. Do you see anything interesting? And he found it, so we're good. Letter to someone in High Ever. I'm also going to check because I think he may need to be leveled up. So let me do that real quick. Yes. And a little bit more to Dex. His Constitution's pretty good right now. Okay. I am going to trade out Sir Gilmore
Blast it!
for Morrigan.
Indeed.
Okay. Now this landmark boat over here will activate the Mobari dominance for the area. Come, puppy. Do your business. Okay. Now these guys are from one of the Blackstone Irregular side quests that we activated in Lothering. It's the one about desertion. So we have to take care of this and 2 more guys, and then that quest will be finished.
Yes?
Here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
I hear you stole supplies.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Trust? I don't even know you. Alright.
Time for more practice.
Okay. So we gotta pick up the guild supplies, and there we go. The other 2 are in. There's one in the Frostback Mountains right before Orzammar, and then the other one is in Denerim. So take a little time to finish this quest, kind of spread out.
All right.
Okay. Now this guy will start the Mages Collective side quest line, which is a good line, so...
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Can't blame you there. Tell me more.
The collective is a self-policing guild of mages who simply want to be left alone. We mean no offense to the Chantry, but we would rather live on our own terms. Next to me And in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'm in. I'll take a look.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
You just grab the bag here. This one, Places of Power, you definitely want to activate as soon as possible because there's one in the Mage's Tower, there's one in the Deep Roads, there's one kind of deeper into the Brazilian Forest, and the last one's in like the Alienage, so you don't want to have to like backtrack too much, so grab this one ASAP. That one will trigger a random encounter. This one you have to give termination notices to 3 guys, 2 in Generum, 1 in the Frostbuck Mountains. This one you have to kill a bunch of Maleficarum in the Brazilian Forest. And this one we can do now because we have enough deep mushroom. Been collecting it for forever. Hello.
The Mages Collective thanks you. Make us smile upon you.
Got 1 gold for it, so pretty good deal. And talk to Kester.
Why, bless my soul. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
I'm looking to get across the lake to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
Why?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Okay, and Gregor is the Knight Commander, right?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
Is there something wrong going up there?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's
Good
always had
guess.
something to do with magic.
Is there no way to get across?
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there.
Ugh.
Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
Well, I guess I will have to convince the Templars to let me in.
Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
So what are your opinions on the circle?
I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but the Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust?
And do you know Knight Commander Gregor well?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
Alrighty, bye.
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
Okay. Let's go ahead and go in here. Surprising number of quests take place in this little tavern inn, so we will be back a few times. She is part of another Blackstone Irregulars quest where we have to deliver 4 notices of death, but we don't have that one yet, so we can't start it. Back here,
Huh.
this love letter will start a chain for one of the favors for interested parties that we will pick up in Denerim. There's 12 letters, I believe, so you definitely want to start collecting those because they are spread out all over the place. And talk to the innkeeper.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
Why is the inn called the Spoiled Princess?
It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling in. The name stuck. That's the story.
Wow, sorry. I'd like a drink.
Of course. What would you like?
Alright. +2 attack. Not bad, but I have swords that are better, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Fire resistance, so we might come back and grab that before we fight a dragon or something. He has wine, which is a gift for win. It's cheap, so I usually go ahead and pick it up. I don't need that. Okay, and he also has toxin extract. Only need a few more, and then we'll have enough for that quest in Denerim. Okay, so that's all we can do in here for now. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and go to the tower with the group I have, but I don't plan on taking Morrigan all the way through with me. However, taking her to the tower, you can talk to her, which will trigger her personal quest to find Flemeth's lost grimoire, so I generally like to take her. I mean, she's fine to take in through the tower, but I'm just gonna stick with some other different people this time. But you definitely have to be careful when you run into Wynn if you have her in the party, because if you're not careful, you and her could say some things that'll make Wynn attack you and you'll have to kill her. So definitely have to be real careful in that sort of situation. This is Carol. He is funny. You can persuade him to take you across just by being like, I'm a Grey Warden and here are my treaties and stuff, but it's way more fun to have your companions convince him to take you across. The ones that can do it are Liliana, Morrigan, Sten, and Shale. And they all have different ones that are really funny. So I will go ahead and get all the options and I'll like splice them together in the video so you can see all of them.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
And who are you?
I am the person appointed to stop all unauthorized access to the Circle Tower. Meaning you, because you're unauthorized.
This is official Grey Warden business. No, take me there!
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
Prove it?
Kill some Darkspawn. Come on, let's see some righteous Grey Wardening.
Righteous Grey Wardening. I love it. There aren't any Darkspawn here.
No, that's good, I suppose. Wouldn't want Darkspawn smeared across the landscape. I hear their blood is black. Is that true? You'd know if you were a Grey Warden.
It's not black, but it burns you when it touches you.
Oh, pleasant, eh? Good thing I don't have to kill them, then. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
Just go with can't we work something out, and this will, cause the companions to become involved.
I don't know. I am feeling a little peckish, though.
They must have food at the tower. Let's go together.
Parshera, here. Munch on these if you like.
Oh, cookies!
I am content to part with them if it saves us from this fool.
Where'd you get those?
There was a child, a fat, slovenly thing, in the last village we passed. I relieved him of these confections. He didn't need more.
You, stole the cookies from a child?
For his own good.
Yummy. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, yes? We can go across now, if you really want. That dark-eyed temptress over there, surely the tower would be far too dull for her. Because it gets a little lonely out here sometimes. And, you know...
Take it away,
you could
Morrigan.
just leave her with me.
Oh, excellent. I have been hoping for new prey.
Pray?
Twill take but a moment. Perhaps you should go aboard the vessel to prepare while we are away. We must row ourselves across. I fear the lad will no longer have the use of his limbs or his eyes once I'm done with him.
Oh, well, maybe I should,
Wonderful. I can sense his terror. Oh, that will make the loving all the sweeter.
So you said you wanted to get across. Maybe we should go now, right now, now.
Skillfully handled.
That redhead there at the back. She doesn't need to go to the tower, does she? Because it gets a little lonely out here sometimes. And, you know, you could just leave her with me.
What? No. I'm sorry. I'm a poetess, and I'm not interested in anything you have to offer.
I've never met a poetess. The other men sometimes tell stories about them, when the Knight Commander isn't around, of course. He doesn't abide that sort of talk.
The stories sheltered Templars tell will pale in comparison to mine. Would you like to hear my tales of debauchery and excess?
Yes, please.
I'm sure we could talk on that long, dull boat ride across the lake. Yes?
Yes, definitely.
Well
Are we going
done,
now?
Liliana.
I don't know. My instincts tell me darkspawn shouldn't have blood like ours.
All right, that's enough. Let me crush a few body parts it can't possibly miss.
I'll take you right now, just like you wanted.
Go Shale. Okay, so that is all 4 of them. They are all wonderful. It's hard to pick a favorite, but let's go ahead and go to the Circle Tower.
Come along, I suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
You're Gregor, I assume?
Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
I am the Great Abomination Slayer. And I need the mages.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their
And
right.
I'm weary of the Darkspawn, so
You'll find no
there you
allies
go.
here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
This is why we cut the tongues from mages in Parvolan.
Oh.
I will admit to agreeing with your companion. Maker knows the Kunari would not have gotten themselves into this position.
Wow. Okay, how did this happen?
We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
We probably should have fought them.
They took us by surprise. We were prepared for 1 or 2 abominations, not the horde that fell upon us.
What's your plan?
I would destroy the tower, raze it to the ground. But I cannot risk more of my men. The doors remain shut, and they will protect us for now.
You shut everyone in there, including innocent mages?
Not just mages, but my Templars also. I had no choice. The abominations must be contained at all costs. We do not mean for the doors to stay closed forever. Everything in the tower must be eliminated. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
And that exactly?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle.
Whoa.
Completely.
Sounds a bit drastic.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation
Alistair,
is
your
dire.
Templar
There
is
is no
showing.
alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
The mages aren't defenseless. Some must still live.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
Uh-huh. When did you send word to Denerim?
A while ago, and it worries me. The Civil War has no doubt caused much turmoil. Has the Chantry been caught up in it? I can only guess. Denerim must have received our message. It cannot be much longer.
There must be something I can do.
You? What can you do?
Dude, Grey Warden. People in there might need help. You can't abandon them.
It is the innocent folk of Ferelden who matter. I would lay down my life and the life of any mage to protect them. No abomination must cross this threshold.
I must try. It's the right thing to do.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Yay. Alright.
I don't want... This is the prison for your mages. Ours is not so grand.
Perfect. Okay, so the reason I brought him here right now, I don't plan on actually taking him all the way through the tower, but this is where you trigger one of his area-specific dialogues, and it's a big chain, and that was supposed to be the triggers.
You called.
So let me double check and make sure it actually worked.
Speak, then.
Yes, it did. See, he said something earlier about mages, so we will do that later.
Then I suggest we move on.
Okay, bye.
As you wish.
Alright. And we gotta talk to Morgan, too.
I have a thought.
Don't say just the one. She doesn't like it. Oh, what's on your mind?
We have an opportunity that I believe we should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was once divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter. It occurred long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. With the circle of magi in such disarray, it occurs to me that this might be the perfect time to recover the tome from their possession, for surely it eventually ended up in their hands.
What makes you think the mages still have it?
Flemeth is a sorceress of legend, is she not? And her grimoire would be more than a mere curiosity to mages that daren't even glance towards the places my mother has walked for eons. No doubt 'tis considered something dangerous, perhaps best locked away somewhere dark, yes? And if not, then at least I know it does not exist. But there is no harm in looking, surely?
Why didn't you mention it earlier?
I did not think of it earlier. Truly, Mother has assumed for a long time that the tome was lost forever. I only remembered it now after thinking what treasures might be found in the Circle of Magi's tower now in its condition.
What do you want with this grimoire exactly?
'Tis a book of spells, of the sort that Flemeth has dabbled with throughout her long life. 'Tis not the sort of thing that would benefit a mage of the standard variety. They were taught a different path. I, however, was taught by my mother. I know a way around the wards my mother would have placed on such a tome. I know the language that she would have written it in. I would find such a tome most useful.
She doesn't really like it when you say useful in what way, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Useful in the way that it might increase my power. Useful in the way that I would become more useful to you. Does that not follow?
And how do we know it's not dangerous?
Dangerous? All knowledge is potentially dangerous. If you have some fear of me such that I should not be allowed such knowledge, then by all means deprive me of it. I have no ulterior motive for seeking it, however.
Take it easy, jeez. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Good. I am most interested to see its contents, should it be located. The grimoire is leather-bound and adorned with the symbol of a leafless tree, should you come across it. If not, however, then I shall simply put it out of my mind.
Okay. Alright. Go over here. Gonna go ahead and talk to the quartermaster.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
You have some for sale?
Yes. Would you like to trade?
Sure. Okay, so he actually has a pretty good staff, but I am not going to be spending money on that right now. Let's see, he has this, which I will be purchasing. Andrew's Blessing. It's actually probably the best belt in the game, plus 2 to all attributes. You get nature resistance and physical resistance, and plus 1 to mana and stamina regeneration in combat, which is awesome. So I will be purchasing this. Oh, only 254 gold left. Painful. He also's got the Tome of Arcane Technique, which you can buy if you're a mage or for one of your mages and give him an extra spell slot. This is a gift for Shale, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that on at it. And, ooh, Toxin Extract. I think we just need one more, and we have enough for that quest in Denerim. That's all I'm going to buy at the moment. Okay, so I am going to go and switch out my party for the party I actually plan to take with me. So you can't actually switch your party in the Mage Tower, which is kind of annoying, at least in this little vestibule area. It would be nice, but whatever. So I'm just gonna run to the camp.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
We were ready for this. This is the trigger that will start Liliana's personal quest. I knew you weren't telling me something.
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Fascinating. Tell me more.
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
So she was a bard too?
She claimed to have retired. She married a noble and inherited his wealth when he died. To many she was just a rich widow. I thought I knew her. My devotion to her blinded me to her less than noble attributes. You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
Important documents?
It turns out that they were. My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevara and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Did you give the documents to someone?
To Marjolaine. No one else. I resealed them and gave them to her, as she had instructed. I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing, up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
She betrayed you?
Yes, the Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
And you never sought revenge on her?
No. Survival was my only concern at the time. The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
I don't think you would have.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
You'll be safe with me.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
That's me. Okay, I'm just gonna drop off a couple things real quick. Oh yeah, I gotta put that on. Okay. And I will give that to Alistair. I might give that to him. See what Sevron has. He's got his own belt. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Roland. Okay. So, the next time we travel anywhere with Liliana in our party, we will get a random encounter trigger where we are attacked by assassins who've been paid to hunt her down. Let's see.
And I'm off.
So I'm going to be taking Alistair,
Yes.
Liliana.
Indeed.
However, this won't trigger the random encounters since we're not really traveling anywhere. We're going directly back to the tower. And I'll take him for now, but I'm gonna switch him out for
Of course.
when we get her. Okay. And in we go. Oh, I did want to see if he had anything to say real quick.
So this is the famous Mage Tower. Here live the gifted ones under the watchful eye of the Templars. I must admit, it bothers me a bit. In a sense, mages cannot aspire to anything. They're captive here. It's no wonder there are so many apostates, or even blood mages. Boredom is a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't feel very comfortable around things I can't comprehend. I hope our time here is short. You understand?
I understand.
Thank you.
Alrighty. I am going to probably get rid of the dog. He can break the fade sequence potentially, so I'm probably just gonna not bring him, just be simpler. But I am gonna check real quick to see if he finds anything interesting. Anything interesting? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna send you home then. Goodbye. See you later, pup. Charming.
So, you're female, Liliana, right?
I am? That's news. When did that happen?
I just wanted some advice. What should I do if I think a woman is special and...
You want to woo her? Here's a good tip. You shouldn't question her about her femaleness.
All right, yes, good point.
Why'd you ask? Are you afraid things will not proceed naturally?
Why would they? Especially when I do things like ask women if they're female.
It adds to your charm, Alistair. You're a little awkward. It is endearing.
Yes.
So I should be awkward. Didn't you just say not to do things like that?
Just be yourself. You do know how to do that, don't you?
All right, forget I asked.
Okay, so private documents. Okay, so this footlocker here will start the Watchguard of the Reaching quest, which takes place later in the tower. Okay.
Going.
Ooh, more private documents. Ah, yes. Have to love rummaging around in a pile of filth. There's another footlocker here, and there should be another one on the other side.
Yes.
Ooh. Yep, there it is. Okay, this spot is actually a hidden cache, which I will show you where that is in 1 second. Let's make sure there's nothing else in here. I don't believe there is. No. Okay. So to find this little cache, it is back in the first room. Right over here. Denry's bed. And you get some like bombs, injured kits, lyrium. So it's a nice little cache to get, especially since it's like right there at the start. Okay, so that should be everything right here. So let us go talk to Wynne. Nicely done.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand.
I would prefer you didn't. Hey, Wynne.
I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by.
I came here seeking the aid of the mages.
And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose.
Pretty much.
So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now?
The rite of annulment hasn't arrived yet.
They sent for it then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the rite, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
And the whole thing is so disturbing, because they'll just take out everyone, even the little kids. It's just wrong. So what happened?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred.
Ah, yes.
When he returned from the battle at
remember
Ostergard,
him.
he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
Okay. So what's your intention?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle.
The Templars may attack.
True. We have little time. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Well, only if the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
The kid's gonna be okay here?
Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
Alright. I suppose that'll work.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Have faith, we will not fail.
Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to your weaknesses. If you are ready, let us go end this.
Alright.
Blast it!
Okay, so Alistair and Liliana.
Indeed.
Okay. So we can talk to the various people in here. So we'll go ahead and do that.
It is good to see that some wardens survived. We are sorry for the loss of your comrades.
No, thanks. Gain is to blame. He betrayed the king.
We heard about Logain. I would never have imagined the Terran a traitor.
Battle was a slaughter.
Wyn was at Ostagar. She told us everything upon her return. But why speak of things past? Be careful in there, and stay safe.
She's, interesting.
I don't suppose this is what you expected the circle to be like, is it?
I thought it'd be a little more orderly, but...
I keep thinking this is our punishment for being mages. That's why the Templars have to do away with us.
No, don't say that. It's not true. You deserve to live just like anyone else.
Their swords are like the sword of mercy that sent Andraste back to the Maker.
Okay. Wouldn't it have been better if she just didn't die?
Andraste only died because of man's foolishness and pride. We need to atone for this. We should let the Templars come. Only then can we be cleansed of our wickedness.
Right. I don't think you're doing so good. Maybe you should go chill somewhere.
I will pray. May we abandon our tainted bodies to find peace with the Maker.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna check Wyn's tactics real quick. Ranged and healer, please. That'll do for now. What does she have? Okay, so she does have group heal and revival. It's really difficult to make her use revival on her own, so if you want to use it, it's best to just switch to her and use it yourself, I find. But we will go ahead and program in group heal. Let's see. Say ally health less than 50. Use group heal. And actually, I think I'm going to change that to less than 75. I'm going to move it up to. And we'll also go ahead and set hers to be relatively the same. I think I'm going to move hers up top. So that way, like, her first 4 actions are just heal, 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 which is definitely what we need. And then she'll just go to the others while the others are on cooldown. So that will work for now. Okay. We can't do anything down here yet. It's locked.
All right.
An unseen force holds these doors. That's important because later we will be able to not necessarily get down there, but we'll be able to trigger the unseen force.
Look after her, will you?
You sound a little worried.
I don't know if she's up to this, especially not after... I just worry.
Seems to be a strong lady.
Wynn's the strongest person I know, but she's only human. This ordeal has been hard on her.
So what happened?
I was on my way down to the library when I heard screaming, and a demon came round the corner. Its eyes were afire with evil. I was certain it was my death come upon me. I think I screamed. I was so afraid. And then Wynn was there, in front of me, shielding me. It was light and fire, blood and chaos. When it was over, the demon was dead, but Wynn wasn't moving either. I was so afraid she was... gone.
Well... What happened next?
As I moved to help her, she stirred and coughed. I don't know what I would have done if she had died. For me.
I'm glad she survived.
Just look after her, all right?
Sure.
She might be completely fine, but then again, maybe she didn't come away from that totally unharmed.
She'll be safe with me.
Thank you. And thank you again for helping us.
Okay. So, we can go ahead and have her nix the barrier.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
You can kind of tease her some. She actually does take it pretty well. You did what you had to.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
Yep. Go for it.
All right. Be on your guard.
Now, if you happen to have Ogren at this point, he and Wynn actually have a pretty funny little banter about her lowering the barrier. So I do recommend giving it a try. Just go to the Deep Roads in Orzammar and do that quest first sometime, and then bring him along. It's just funny. So I think this is where we are going to end the episode. Next time we will go into the tower and deal with all the abominations and all that and try and clean this place up. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. It's very much appreciated. Thanks, guys.